246 points heading into the final rounds tomorrow. Bart Ploeg is there in second on 240. Max Meyer is there on 239, so just 1 point adrift. And Diego Larocque is there on 230, so he should benefit well after the qualifying he had yesterday to grab pole position. But that wasn't the story earlier on, because Laurens van Hoopen came through to win by over 12 seconds. It was a mighty performance for the Dutchman. He won ahead of Bart Ploeg in second place. Kimi Abraham had a great run. There was a few battles coming to a close in the final laps, which got Kimi Abraham back through. And that was after Diego Larocque made a mistake and dropped down to fourth. And Max Meyer also was a little bit in the wars in the first heat, which meant he came through in fifth place to end his first heat of the day. But Laurens van Hoopen on form this morning in the wet conditions. What can he do in the dry conditions this afternoon? We'll wait and find out as he starts from fourth on the grid. Diego Larocque got a little bit ousted wide at the first corner as well. He dropped himself down, and Diego Larocque came through in the end, as we said, in fourth place. Drop scores once again in effect this weekend. You have to drop your worst pre-final and final score from your championship tally. So those who haven't done so well will get to drop their 1 rounds, and that will then of course give us the championship table at the end of the weekend once the Italian points have been calculated in as well. But we're almost set to go as the competitors now get slowed right down on the last straight before the start finish line. So they come past the 2 bollards, and then they'll venture into the final couple of corners and get themselves underway, ready for an 8-lap race for the second time today. Front row consists of Diego Larocque and Max Meyer. Let's see if they can both get through the first corner unscathed. And then Nathan Otting and Laurens van Hoopen there on row number 2. Through the grid hatchings they'll have to go. Thomas Liner, the man to start this race, as always, our race director, and he comes through to get those lights switched on, and they go out now as we get underway with the Mini-Max once again as they head their way down towards the first corner. Good start from Diego Larocque on the inside line. Max Meyer going to try and sweep through as well into what's going to be third place, because there was a good start from Nathan Otting. He managed to get through the first couple of corners this time without any problems, so he jumps into third. Fourth place then for number 913, which is Laurens van Hoopen. He's not going to lead at the end of the first lap as of yet, unless something drastically changes at the end of this lap. But the top 4 head their way all as one down the back straight in towards turn 7. Already Laurens van Hoopen trying to make a move on Nathan Otting, who in turn is trying to get through past Max Meyer. There goes Laurens van Hoopen for a move up into third place. So that's 1 ticked off already from the earlier race winner. Let's see what he can do about Max Meyer. Nothing as of yet down at turn number 10. So he stays in third place. Everyone safely through the 10 carts we have on the track. Good battle there, heading its way down towards the end of the lap. That's Kimi Abraham, who hasn't got away too well. He's under pressure here from Lorenzo Ciani, but for the meantime, out front, the leader to come through to complete lap number 1, and out front it's going to be our race leader, which is Diego Larocque. Second place for Max Meyer. Third place then for Laurens van Hoopen in the similarly liveried cart. Fourth place then goes away of Nathan Otting, and Bart Ploeg sits there in 5th position at the end of the first time round. This 1.2 mile circuit. Leaders again heading their way on towards the back straight. And look at Laurens van Hoopen now right behind Max Meyer in towards the rear bumper. And let's see if he can dive out for a move. Both of them going to try and look on the back of our leader of the race as well, Diego Larocque. So he's going to be under strife and under pressure in towards turn number 8, which he is. He runs wide. He lets both of them through. In fact, one through. Let's see if Laurens van Hoopen can get through down towards turn number 10. He thinks about it, but now he's under pressure from our 4th place man, which is Nathan Otting. So a much better run for him in this second heat. 4 as 1 for the race lead. 5th place is Bart Ploeg, and 6th place for that of Louis Hofbeck, who's had a good start in this one as well. Through to complete lap number 2, and look at the comeback now from our 2nd place man, Diego Larocque, trying to get back ahead of Max Meyer. Let's see if he can dive for a move at turn number 1. No, he can't. They are very, very close. Any mistake can really change the shape of this race. Here comes Laurens van Hoopen, though, down the inside line to get 2nd place away now from Diego Larocque. So the move has been done. Bit by bit, Laurens is following his way through on towards the front of this field. So he is now going to try and challenge the back of our race leader, Max Meyer. Down the back straight they go. He's already alongside, and he's going to try and take Diego Larocque with him as well. Both of them go back past Max Meyer, so he drops to 3rd. Laurens van Hoopen now leads. Diego Larocque to 2nd, and 4th place sitting there right with them still is Nathan Otting. He's going to try and make a move as well before too much longer on Max Meyer, but they stay in formation. And those 4 now have been joined, in fact, by 5th, 6th and possibly, 7th place men. So they're all now in one long line for the race lead, being led by Laurens van Hoopen. And now he's out in front. Let's see if he can break away just like he did in heat number 1. It's going to be a little bit trickier in these dry conditions because there's hardly any error from any of these drivers as they head across the line for the third time of asking. And now Max Meyer under pressure from Nathan Otting, who's going to try and squeeze his way through, but no gap as of yet. Nathan Otting under pressure as well from Bart Ploeg, who in turn has got for company Louis Hofbeck, and Lorenzo Cioni is on the back there in 7th place. Left on his own in 8th position now is Sita Van Mert. 9th place is Ekaterina Lucia, and down there in 10th place, bad race for Kimi Abraham. He's dropped a long way back after finishing in 3rd place in heat number 1, so Kimi has got a lot of work to do from 10th place now. No changes through turn 10 as I head towards turn 11. Here comes Max Meyer though to fight back on our 2nd place man, which he gets the job done. So Diego Larocque drops back even further. The two red and white machines out front, then it's blue and white in 3rd and 4th. Well, they're saying that. Has Bart Ploeg got through? Let's have a look. Yes, he has. Bart Ploeg up into 4th place that time round. So he moves now ahead of Nathan Otting as they run their way through the first couple of corners, and towards the back of that train looks like we've got Lorenzo Cioni going through as well. Yes, he is, because Louis Hofbeck's just dropped back down into 7th place. That will change at sector 1. You can see that flash up on your screen. So Cioni goes through to 6th, Hofbeck down to 7th. But this fight we're looking at is for the race lead. Lawrence Van Hoopen, Max Meyer and Diego Larocque, 1, 2 and 3 all together. Max Meyer slightly wide there, which is going to put him under pressure from Diego Larocque down towards turn number 10. Doesn't dive out though, he stays right behind the 2nd place man. And so then venture through on towards the next hairpin at turn number 11. Any move there? No, still stay 1st, 2nd and 3rd. Quick slap of the race has gone to the 2nd place man by the looks of it, which is Max Meyer, 56.303. So he is now up in the pressure, but in the meantime he's still under pressure from the 3rd place man, Diego Larocque, which is just extending the battle out front now to half a second. And there's Diego Larocque's chance to get through up into 2nd place, which he takes with both hands. He grabs the place away then from Max Meyer as they turn their way through the left-hander at turn 5. The game is on and the race is hottening up once again as Nathan Otting in 5th position has now done the quickest of anyone, a 56.081. As I head onto this 6th lap of the race, Max Meyer there just pushing Diego Larocque down the back straight to try and close the gap to Lawrence Van Hoopen, which has worked slightly. It was half a second. Let's see if the gap has come down yet to less than 4/10. Max Meyer now under pressure. Through the inside goes Bart Ploeg, so he now jumps into 3rd place, and Max Meyer may even lose another one here to Nathan Otting, who's going to try and get through as well. Nothing happens as of yet as they turn our way through on towards the completion of this next lap. Let's see if Lawrence Van Hoopen is going to be challenged from behind as they go across the line now to start the next one with 2 remaining here. So 2 laps to go in the 2nd heat for the Minimax. Down through the first half of the section they go, and let's see if Lawrence Van Hoopen can hold on here. Just under half a second ahead for the time being. Diego Larocque still 2nd, but Ploeg 3rd, and 4th place now is Nathan Otting, and also trying to get through as well is the 932 machine of Lorenzo Cioni. So Max Meyer having a dreadful time once again in this 2nd heat. He's now down into 5th place, almost 6th at the end of this lap, and we are very shortly about to head on to the last lap of the race. So 6 laps completed on lap number 7 now, and we're about to get the leaders towards the end of the lap once more. Lawrence Van Hoopen leading by a very small margin to 0.2 of a second. We're down to, it's all going to come down to the last lap of the race, and as they work their way through, Lawrence Van Hoopen is going to get himself sorted here as they try and get themselves sorted. Leaders go through with 1 lap to go then. Lawrence Van Hoopen ahead by a 1/4 of a second. We've got Diego Larocque there in 2nd place. He looked very threatening at the minute, and 3rd place catching back up as well now is Bart Ploeg. So those 3 together. 4th place on his own is Nathan Otting. 5th place under pressure still is Max Meyer. Now for company, Lorenzo Cioni and also Louis Hofbeck. Both of those going to try and get the job done on this last lap. Max Meyer struggling for some reason. Not too sure if it's tyres or something else, but we'll wait and see as the change for the lead happens there. Diego Larocque goes through, runs wide, and also coming into the mix is Bart Ploeg. 3 as 1 for the race lead. Who's it going to be down towards the last couple of corners? Lawrence Van Hoopen tries to get back through. A little bit of contact between the two on the outside run now, but inside for the next corner will be Diego Larocque. Can he squeeze through? Yes, he can. Larocque goes back through, and right there with him is Bart Ploeg, and also joining the mix now is Nathan Otting. The run down to the final couple of corners, side by side. Through back goes Lawrence Van Hoopen. Is going to get a 2nd win of the day by the looks of it. Checker flag at the ready, and there you go. Lawrence Van Hoopen gets the job done. Fist in the air from 913. He wins by another very close margin, 0.05 of a second that time round, and they go through with Diego Larocque in 2nd, Bart Ploeg gets third, and Nathan Otting, also with a chance of taking a victory, comes through in fourth place. And the top four were separated at the line by what was a quarter of a second. There was about 900ths of a second between each one of them, but it was Lawrence van Hoopen who just about scraped through to take the win. 7.5 minutes there, much quicker pace than we had earlier on. So Lawrence van Hoopen, very well-deserved win there. He defended to his heart's content, and he wins by 500ths of a second. Diego Larocque, very, very strong in second place for the PDB team. Third place then for CRG's Bart Ploeg. Fourth place comes through in Nathan Otting, much better run than heat number 1, where he took 10th place. This time round he picks up 4th. Lorenzo Ciani comes through in 5th. Louis Hofbeck, a better run in 6th. And Max Meyer did lose out on that last lap. He drops himself down into 7th position, so that's going to be a very frustrating couple of races for Max. He's going to have to improve and impress on the last heat of the Minimax races.